Stop, Look, and Laugh continues in a moment on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 18, Mississauga, and Brampton. Stop, Look, and Laugh will continue starring the Three Stooges on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 4 in Oshawa. Stop, Look, and Laugh starring the Three Stooges continues in a moment on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 6 in Lindsay.
CHEX Peterborough.
Back to Jerry Mahoney and the Three Stooges in a moment on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 19 in Ajax. Back to the Three Stooges in Stop, Look, and Laugh in a moment on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 21 in Barrie. The Three Stooges Meet Hercules continues in a moment on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 18 in Mississauga.
Isaiah cursed the woman who used perfume and abased herself unto hell.
Esther perfumed herself for a whole year.
She was under compulsion.
Oh, I think it's like the smell of it on her skin.
Skin is but flesh. Flesh is corruption incarnate.
The flesh was given us by God, too.
As a burden, as a temptation.
Spreading Christianity to primitive Hawaii, 12:25 tomorrow on Czechs. Back to the Three Stooges Meet Hercules in a moment on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 4 in Oshawa.
Are all divorcees gay?
Depends on the alimony.
In your case?
Trey gay. Your talented husband handles the divorce. Now, he handles my assets.
That he does.
You won't believe this, but he saved my life. In Reno.
An all-star cast in a contemporary love story, 12:22 Saturday on Czechs. The adventure and fun of the Three Stooges Meet Hercules continues on Czechs Peterborough, Cable 9 in Pickering.
Farrell.
I may have
Mr. Farrell, I don't know anything.
What? They don't use bikes and wires to bug a room in anymore.
The Chinese have very little technology.
This is true. Yes, all they do is make chop suey, starch shirts, and manufacture atomic bombs.
A widow joins the CIA, 11:35 Sunday on Czechs.
CHEX Peterborough.
The Czechs Thursday midnight movie, The Three Stooges Meet Hercules, will continue in a moment.
Don't you pay any attention to anything I say. You all right?
What a stupid way to build a garage.
I told you before, I never want to see you in a car again.
Brings matters up to advantage. Oh, that's not too bad.
Please don't interfere. I can take care of my wife.
Your wife?
Yes. Now perhaps you'll understand.
An unusual love story, midnight Monday on Czechs. Following this break, we'll return to The Three Stooges Meet Hercules on the Czechs movies.
Isaiah cursed the woman who used perfume and abased herself unto hell.
Esther perfumed herself for a whole year.
She was under compulsion.
Oh, I think it's like the smell of it on her skin.
Skin is but flesh. Flesh is corruption incarnate.
The flesh was given us by God, too.
As a burden, as a temptation.
Spreading Christianity to primitive Hawaii, 12:25 tomorrow on Czechs. During the 1820s, a New England farm boy comes to believe that the Lord has ordered him to primitive Hawaii for the purpose of Christianizing the natives. Julie Andrews, Max von Sydow, Richard Harris, Gene Hackman, and Carol O'Connor are the all-star cast in Hawaii. Tomorrow night at 12:25 on the Czechs Friday Movies.
In the giant slalom race, Keeley led the way. This time a winner by more than 2 seconds. Again, mist obscured the course for the slalom competitors, but Keeley, once more, the winner. 3 golds in 1 game helped him launch a successful commercial career. The only other skier to win 2 men's events was Ingemar Stenmark at Lake Placid in 1980. Stenmark won the slalom and giant slalom, but did not compete in the downhill. Perhaps the greatest ski run of all time occurred at Innsbruck in 1976, as Austria's Franz Klammer skied in breakneck fashion to win a gold in the downhill. In terms of medals, the most dominant games performances have occurred at the speed skating oval. Until Lydia Skoblakova, no woman had won 3 gold medals. She won 4, sweeping all the events at Innsbruck in 1964, and making her the all-time gold medal winner with 6. Many feel the most remarkable performance by any Olympic athlete was Eric Heiden's 5 gold medals in speed skating at Lake Placid. Heiden broke the Olympic record in each race and the world record in his final event, the 10,000 meters.
Comedy and Pathos with Alan Arkin at 12:30 Friday night on Czechs.
A weekend away turns into trouble for Louie and Marge.
Can't you go anywhere without ending up in the middle of a murder?
Seeing Things, Sunday night. A CBC television movie exclusive.
Look, Judd, I want to spend time with you.
Tribute.
Sure. I'll be around. Yeah.
Jack Lemmon in the role that won him a Genie Award and an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. Tribute, Sunday.
Women downhillers did not get their 4th practice run in today. Heavy snow on Mount Yaharina forced a postponement. Now, there is not too much concern about that, for the race for the women in the downhill is not until Saturday. Yesterday, Jerry Sorensen was tied for 2nd place in her 3rd training run. 5 sports make up tomorrow's Olympic program. Hockey continues, and 4 more events are set to get underway. Cross-country skiing, speed skating, the luge, and, of course, the men's downhill will highlight Day 3 in Sarajevo. Our cameras will be on Brooker, Podborski, and all the Canadian athletes in quest of Olympic medals tomorrow. Our coverage tomorrow begins at 7 in most regions, 8 o'clock in the East Coast, and 8:30 in Newfoundland. That's our story, Day 2 in Sarajevo. I'm John Wells. Good night. Sarajevo 84 was brought to you by the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. You can count on the commerce. Petro-Canada and your Petro-Canada dealers and agents across Canada. Molson, bringing you the best in sports telecasting for over 25 years. Sarajevo 84 is a presentation of CBC Sports.
This is
CBC.
Come on, come on. The other way, the other way. To the right, to the right. Right, right.
Comedy and Pathos with Alan Arkin at 12:30 Friday night on Checks. Mark and Mindy tomorrow at 5 on Checks. Tonight on the Checks Wednesday movies, get set for late night fun and adventure as Moe, Larry, and Curly Joe tangle with an eccentric professor and Martian spies in The Three Stooges in Orbit. The Three Stooges in Orbit will continue on Checks Peterborough. The Three Stooges in Orbit will continue on Checks Peterborough. The Three Stooges in Orbit will continue on Checks Peterborough. Hogan's Heroes tomorrow at 4:30 on Checks. The Three Stooges in Orbit will continue on Checks Peterborough. The founder of a one-man publishing empire is found dead with a smile on his face. Dean Martin, Shirley MacLaine, and Cliff Robertson co-star in All in a Night's Work tomorrow at 11:30 on the CHEX Monday Movies. Bob Newhart tomorrow at 6:30 on Checks.
And now, after a day of telecasting, good night on Canada's finest fur mattress, the Sealy Posturepedic from T.A. Cassidy Furniture, Appliances, and TV, 1 Forsyth Street in downtown Marmora. The best darn prices you'll ever see are at your friendly neighborhood Cassidy. With a fleet of trucks available, Jerry Nurse Auto Parts Limited is at your disposal 24 hours a day for all your towing and automotive needs. See Jerry Nurse, whose slogan is, "We buy Rex for parts, and we sell parts for Rex."
From the city of Peterborough, Ontario, this is CHEX Television, transmitting with an effective radiating power of 301 cable systems throughout the province and Group 5 systems in New York State.